I'm getting to where I had the 2 sets here. I don't see either one of my traps where I put it. I see the cables running along the bottom. Yeah, I don't know, but I see nothing floating. I see one of the traps right there. It's laying on the bottom. Probably a double miss. This one come out this way. I don't see this one yet. I'll have to get out here and pull it and see what's going on. But I see the one trap already laying here on the bottom. This one's pulled this way and off. And I don't know about this one yet. I'm tired of these damn misses. Right here is another miss on the bottom. I cannot figure out what's going on. I can't. I have tried. These 2 traps were set side by side out here in deep enough water at the end of this slide. And when they come up in here, that should not have been a problem. I do not know what's going on. I have tried everything I can think of to make this work, except put in a 330 or a snare, and that's going to be my next option tomorrow when I come in here. This crap's got to stop. I'm totally losing confidence in most everything I know about trapping, and it's not a good place to be. Yeah, I'm hating all these misses, especially when you have to produce, when you need to produce. They're counting on you, and then this crap happens. It gets disgusting. I will get this trap reset, and there will be something else going in here tomorrow. This has got to stop. Well, I do have a catch this morning. It's just not what I'm after. It's a raccoon, southern raccoon. It's dark. It's a dark hide too. Small. It's just typical what we got. We don't have nothing marketable really. They're still pretty. They're just not of marketable size, but I'm still gonna carry it home. I caught it. I'll get it out of here, but I'll get the set remade over here at this caster mound, redoped, and hopefully the beaver or otter one gonna mess up in the next day or two. Then I gotta get out of here. It's probably a 20-minute drive to get here. If I'm not producing, it's time to go. So yeah, I'm gonna move on down. Here's the other half of my double miss. There's an 850 bedded. Well, not bedded, but where it was bedded. I am moving the traps out here further in the deeper water, hoping for a better opportunity at a back foot catch. And this is just blowing my mind how this keeps happening. I've not encountered this at this level ever. It's quite frustrating, but it is part of the game, I guess. This is what I've done this time so everybody can see what I'm trying and see if it works or whether it don't. I had been bedding the trap up here closer in probably 6 inches of water still. I have taken and moved it back here about 2 feet. Yeah, about 2 feet. Here's an OBS Beaver Extreme, and right next to it, right here, is an 850. So you're covering 15 inches right here, or better, on trail coverage right here, hoping for a back foot catch. But there's, yeah, just trying something different, because what I've been trying is not working, at least not too well. I'm gonna try that for tonight. That's what I've done here, taking a 330 and putting it between the logs where the trail goes. They come out, come down through here, right slide down between these logs, boom. I've got sticks, like tent posts or whatever, tent stakes, nearly, holding that trap up, and got it cabled over here to this metal pole. But there's three conibears on this one trail. So if a family group comes through hoping to double or triple before they even make it to the pond, And then if they make it over there, hopefully catch them there. But it is definitely a huge trail. Yeah, this place is a mess with all the beaver sign. I say they're coming out here, going up between these logs, going all the way to the pond, right up and over the hill. And if that levee fails, all that that's up there is going to rip this levee apart. So these are seeps where it has, when the water was higher, the water was boiling out through the banks. And over here's one that's actively flowing. If I can get up here without falling. Oh! These are seeps that are coming from through the levee, through the old bank lodges. And this is what they're trying to prevent. Because if this washes out, I'm probably 10 to 12 feet below that pond up there. This would just be, it'd be gone in a matter of hours. But, yep, got to make this happen for the landowner. And I'm coming in, I had to walk up here, but this is the top of the crossover. There's the two traps I got bedded down there at the bottom. I'm gonna put in the 330 here. Look at this, look at this. The trail going to the watershed lake, that's down below us. Here's the pond, there's the watershed. I'm gonna sneak in some 330s right here. I am on private ground, completely private. So what I'm gonna do may or may not be suitable for your application, so you need to check your game laws. But these, whatever's using this, needs to be gone. We'll see what I do when I get it put in. Let's just say I was on my way over here to set this 330 up, and I stepped on one of the things that's causing the problem over here for the landowner. The top of the bank den. Yeah, I just had to come out of there. I just fell in. I was almost waist deep down in that hole. And sitting flat on my ass on the ground. But I'm gonna get the 330 put in right here. Whew, that was interesting. The whole ground just caved in under me and down I went. Oh my goodness. Oh. I gotta get up now. Here's where the crossover comes out of the watershed lake. It comes out right here. It starts the trail up the hill. Right here between these two trees. I'm gonna put another set right in here between these two trees. Fold the springs up, shove it down in there and stick it off. Everything's used to coming through here already. I don't see why it wouldn't work. There's sign all over the trail, both otter and beaver. Yeah, gotta make this happen. We'll take a look at it in a minute. What I've done here is fenced off 330. Use some sticks, there's the supportage. Taking a little bit of the grass, kind of blended it in. Just left that one hole that they've already been traveling to stick their head in. And the hole that I just created coming across the levee when I fell through. But yeah, this is what they're doing to the levee. It's dangerous. I mean, if they'd have been up here on a tractor or something mowing, that's where the tractor would be. But I went waist deep down in there and didn't even hit the bottom. And I'll see what I can find on the rest of this trail. Get it set up too. But there's a cool looking set. Hopefully that'll work. And up there I got that 330 set. You can see the trail runs right through here, right between this pinch point between these two pines. I've got that 330 set right there. Using sticks as support and pinched off between the two pieces of pine. I'm gonna put another one in right down here. See, the trail goes right here, right between that bush and that fallen tree. Right in here would be a place for the third set. And this watershed lake is owned by another owner, but this levee is owned by the landowner behind me. And I'm trying not to get into the watershed lake. And I know it's full of beaver. I can see dams from here. But yeah, I'll get this set put in. Getting down to the first set. I do have another catch. It is not what I'm looking for. I can see it floating right there. It's another Mississippi raccoon. About as worthless as they get. It's not very big either, but we'll take a look at it when I get it pulled in. Gotta get this set remade. I have contacted the landowner and explained to him the extensive additional damage that I found in the levee. He's on his way out here. I'm going to show him, and he's going to be getting a hold of some contractors to see if he can't fix the levee before he loses his whole pond, being that I've already punched through in 3 different spots walking, that it's all undermined. It's going to need some dozer work, some rock, some good dirt, some ongoing beaver control issue problem that needs to be resolved, where I need to get permission to get over here in the watershed lake and actually do some damage to the population. But the landowner is on his way, and I want to show him the weakened areas in the levee itself, so he can show the contractors that need to come do some repairs. But that's where we're at on this issue for the landowner. We'll see when he gets here. It is a catch. It is not a good catch. It is a sub 1X Mississippi raccoon. Good color, but you can see the skin through it, and not rubbed. He'll be getting out of here today, but yeah, it's just a nuisance when you're beaver trapping. It seems like raccoons just have a tendency to want to get around your castor mounds, and that's the outcome. I'll get this set remade and keep moving. I'm just coming in for another check over here on the beaver sets. Now, I thought I caught the big female the other day. No, I got her today. The one I caught the other day was a female, but this one is, yeah. You gotta take a look at her. She's a big girl. Landlord's gonna be happy to get this, and I needed this one caught bad. Took a while, but I put in the time and kept after her. I'll get her rolled in the boat and we'll take a look. She's a good one. Big beeve. We'll find out in a minute. Whew, I wasn't expecting her to be that big. She is a hog. A hog. Oh my goodness. All I know is for a Miss Canis Trans, if this one's not bit up somewhere, it's gonna be another good skin for you. This thing is a hog. But it is a female. I did verify that. Come on, big girl, get over here. There is nipples exposed. She's a big girl. Wow. But it just takes the time. Sometimes these problematic beaver don't always play by your rules. They move when they move. But we'll get down through here and check the rest of the set, see if we've caught anything else. But I'm so happy to get this one out. This is a beast. Do have a unfortunate bycatch in the crossover set I had set for the beaver. Hey, 330 did its job. Pretty raccoon. Like our typical raccoons. It's young boar, fluffy. Gonna get it out of here too. But the other two sets have had nothing. But this conibear and the trail set did hit. So I'll get it. I'll probably just pull this set because the USDA guy is gonna have to come in here and work in this area tomorrow anyway. But I'll get this set pulled just to get it out of the way. Whew, I'm glad to get her back to the truck so I can get home. Just dark, dark, dark. Beautiful skin. I mean, she's as wide as a tailgate. And here's the end of the tailgate. She's 9 inches from the end of the tailgate. So just for size reference, how big she is. I don't know. She's gonna be a beautiful skin though. Beautiful hide. Good color. Full all the way to the back of the neck. But just a southern fur, so not as heavy as some that I've seen, but she needed to go. But thanks for following along.